Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, been holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing, if you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for Hello, 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 everybody. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. Today, it is impossible to deal with anything. It is bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. Is this Paisley's brother? No. I don't have a brother. Sorry, that was my phone ringing. I talk about Bruno. You've spun the wheel of death. Well, that sounds a little crazy. I've been at the hospital all day, not for me, luckily, but for my roommate. I will say, one of the only good things about the hospital in Canada is that you can see a doctor, get a CT scan, have an EKG, have 1,000 blood tests done, and walk out the door, and they'll never send you a bill. They never ask you for any money. There's no talk of money in the hospitals here. None. So I'm thankful for that. But I literally just got home. It's been a while. No worries, just a bullshit glitch, right? Honestly, quite crazy. I remember, I know his personal chef will be the prime suspect. Yeah, exactly, Bill. I'm the one with my life on the line here. Anyways, John's doing chores. Oh my God, I didn't do any chores today. This is my day off, and I spent it sitting in a hospital. We gotta love that. But I'm here, and together we're gonna watch some court. I didn't get to record any court today. I literally walked out the door this morning, assuming I would be back in an hour or two. Dumb assumption. Apparently the bullshit started with me. I started the bullshit this morning. Anyways, let's travel by Floozy Powder. Look at us. Look at us. And then let's watch a little bit of court. I'm trying to decide. I think we'll just have to do the quick one. It's just the way it's got to be. Tomorrow, yeah, we'll see, actually. We will see. Let's just deal with today right now. Let's deal with today. We're not going to worry about tomorrow.
All right.
Okay, Judge?
All right. Your occupation right now is an LVN.
What? Have we heard him? We've heard this. We are going to have to watch the other one, and I don't want to. I got selected for jury duty, remember?
Yeah, I didn't see a pretrial order either.
Ma'am, you're gonna need to wait. Vicky, if it happens, it'll be in the morning tomorrow. It would be like a 9 a.m. my time, which is like noon East. And it really depends on how today goes. I was just going to do a 30-minute video, but right now, and I know Courtney's lurking, but I think that counts as just saying next. Doesn't that count? NPC! Court goddess fee. I love that. Even dressed like this. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyways, so we're gonna watch this one, and it's longer. The police came by. Oh my gosh, Josie. The police. I haven't heard the sirens yet today. It counts. Thank you.
No, we did not have a pretrial order.
Also, this is the first joint I have smoked today. So keep that in mind for how my mood is.
All right.
Also, I got made fun of. Did I hit pause again or what? She's just looking. I got made fun of because of my hat. He wasn't too sick to make fun. Judge, your Teams thing is giving me a little bit of.
All right. We're on the record in cause number DF240.
We're on the record in Shane R34 gifting 1 membership and Colin got it. Oh shit! Oh shit! Welcome, Colin. Thank you, Shane. Oh shit! Colin got it. Oh shit! Colin's traveling today. Is he coming back to America? Or is he going back to Canada? I made that sound like I'm in America. I'm not. I'm still up in Canada right now. Well, then I don't feel so bad that we're going to go over into his time slot. Time slut? Time slot. Time slut. Let's go with the time slut. We will not traverse into Colin's time slut. But I will take over his time slot. Okay. Okay, I feel much less bad. Do I get to go skiing? Skiing? No, there's no snow where I live, thank God.
00903. Councils, will you please announce for the record?
Jessica Fresh on behalf of respondent and wife Esther Sherry Mose.
Okay.
Say it like you mean it.
Gamu Hatiwagone on behalf of the husband, petitioner Hillary Ogechi.
All right. Would those who intend to testify, please raise your right hands?
Esther, you'll want to, yes.
And Mr. Ogechi, raise your right hand.
And Judge Bailey, that was kind of my question. When they say he should be barred from calling any witnesses at trial, is that just, does that include him, or do you read that to just mean any other witnesses? And just to provide you a short background, this order was based on their complete failure to ever respond to our requests for disclosure.
Okay, hold on. We'll get to that. I need to swear them in.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, Mr. Ogechi, raise your right hand. Do you all swear or affirm that the testimony you'll give will be the truth and the whole truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, counsel, you may proceed.
Okay. Yeah, Judge.
No,
So
we don't get
the
snow
order.
here, guys. I'm pretty far south. You can imagine. I mean, I'm very close to Seattle, so the weather that coastal Seattle gets is similar to what I get. Yeah, the Olympics were in Vancouver, and Whistler is a very famous mountain in Vancouver, and they do have some more winter activities in the interior of British Columbia, but I live on the island, on the southernmost tip of Vancouver Island. We are in fact further south than some Americans, and so that's just the way it is. That's why we live here, so we don't get any snow. That's the whole point. We don't even have plows. We regret that. We do regret that. I'll tell you that. But
was a result of petitioner's complete failure to respond to our second request for production and our Rule 194 request for disclosure. Judge Lee provided them a second chance after our first hearing on the motion to compel and said, you know, I know McClure sends a lot of requests, but if you could pare it down, Miss Fresh, and they can at least get you what you need for trial, you know, why don't you guys talk and figure that out? So we provided a list. They still, and they were ordered to obviously respond to the request for disclosure. We did not ever receive a response. We did not receive a response to any of our requests for production. And the documents that were produced, it was really just a handful of documents. One was an inventory and appraisement we saw for the first time that was 50 pages, and it was just blank with a couple of sections filled in. We have not received bank statements from them since January of 2025. So a lot of what they produced was new credit card statements, and I think that was in an effort to show, you know, liability, but we don't know what the assets really are here today. Our last guess is just based on what was in the account back in January 2025, more than a year ago. Based on the court's order, our understanding was that husband will be barred from calling any witnesses at trials. So we were just trying to figure out, does that include him, or does it just include other witnesses?
That's actually a good question. I would think that it would include other witnesses, not him, since he is a party to the case.
Okay. And
that doesn't mean you can't object, you know,
Sure.
to anything that he testifies to. You're more than welcome to do that.
Absolutely. Let me see if there was anything else I needed to cover beforehand. And I just wanted to confirm with opposing counsel, you guys are just planning on using your requested relief today?
Correct, yes.
Okay. And it's the same requested relief that we reviewed, correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay. I think that's it for housekeeping matters, Judge.
Okay. All right. You all are, let me pull up this revised exhibit list. So right now we're going to admit the pre-admitted exhibits. So petitioner does not have any exhibits with the exception of petitioner's summary of requested release. So I'm going to entitle that as exhibit 1, P1, that's admitted as a summary. And then respondents requested relief, wife 1 is admitted as a summary. Wives 2, 2A, 3, 4.
Oh, I was gonna make
5.
a joke about how many fucking wives did he have? Holy shit, but it's a joke. Also, hi Christopher Angle B. Lovely to see you.
5A, 5B, 6, 6A, 6B, 7, 7A, 8, 8A, 8B, 8C, 8D, 8E, 8F, 8G, 8H, 8I, 8J, 8K, 8L, 8M,
Sounds too big.
8N, 8O, 8P, 8Q, 8R, 8S, 8T, 8U, 8V, 8W, XY, 8Z, W9,
Z.
W10, W11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29A, 29B, 29C, and 30 as a summary.
The girls are okay.
All of those
Space Panda.
exhibits are admitted. Did I miss any?
They're under here.
No, Your Honor. And I do think, I know you said 30 as a summary, but I believe 29A through C are also summaries. I don't know if you just need that for the record. And then W8, I believe, is a summary as well.
Okay. So I'll just clarify. W8 is a summary
Uh-huh.
of wife's
It's
testimony.
WD-40 that's
Yes.
useful.
And then W29A,
D40.
29B, 29C, and 30 are also summaries.
Yes,
boring.
and sorry, we have a lot of summaries. We were worried about time, but also
And I appreciate summaries. You know
Yeah.
the case better than I do. So.
it takes a bit of work, but I think they prove effective, hopefully. W3 or not W3, sorry.
W5.
W5 and then not W5A because those are the support, or W5A is actually just the same thing in Excel format, but W5B are the supporting documents. So W5 and W6 are also summaries. And then
Okay.
W5A and W6A, which are the Excels, are also summaries.
All right.
Sorry.
And
Most horrible way to identify your exhibit.
Joey said that's horrible. You're making her job so
Oh gosh.
difficult.
No,
Um,
sorry, Joy.
1 through 100 would be better than 1A, 15A, 15C, 15. Girl, 1 through 100 would be so much better than.
Girl,
So do it just
girl. Oh my God. First of all, I just want to point something out. They're not talking about, bra size, but look at that. Christopher Angleby sending gifts. Doo-doo. Thank you, Christopher Angleby. The White Rabbit Bounces. I like that name. Come on down. Say hello. Welcome to the game. Now, what was I saying? Oh, my ADHD. I was saying I'm laughing that the judge's clerk is speaking up during this hearing. Wildly inappropriate, but you know, the days of Zoom are different, and so that's what we got. And then secondly, Jessica over here, no offense to any Jessicas, but Jessica, why would it possibly occur to you to file it? Like, is each page different? Why would you label them fucking 1A through 1Z? That's wild. Is Jessica the new Karen? I've heard that.
numerically, is that what she's saying? Don't
Yeah.
ever do the A's.
No.
Okay, got it for next time. Sorry.
Yes. And just Joey is gonna hate me for this one, but W7 and W7A are also summaries. Those
Oh.
are summaries of attorney's fees.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You all are set. So let me go ahead and say this at the onset. I'm going to hold you all's ruling for the exhibits because I don't have the physical, well, not the physical, I don't have the digital copy because as we stated before we went on the record, that Dropbox link, Dallas County blocks it.
Sure.
So when you all get the jump drive, then I'll be able to
Okay.
actually see each of these exhibits. So you all are set at 30 minutes aside. That will include any opening and closing statements. What I do need to know in your opening statement, because you all did not have a pretrial, I need to know what the remaining issues are, because I did see that you all went to mediation, you didn't settle, there was an impasse. So the court needs to know what the issues are at this point. I have an idea from review of the file, but I need to know from the parties in your opening statement what that is. If you choose to make an opening statement, so you can use your time however you choose to. You can choose to make an opening and a closing. You absolutely don't have to make one. But that time will include your examination. So if you choose not to make an opening statement, I definitely need to know in your examination what the issues are, okay? Attorney Hadavagone?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, would you like to make an opening statement at this time?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, you may proceed.
Okay, so briefly, Your Honor, the parties have been married. They have not really resided together due to the nature of their jobs, but both parties work, both parties essentially pay their own bills, both parties are African nationals. They have family both in the States and family back home. And just due to the nature of their jobs and especially because of the pandemic, the parties were able to work as traveling nurses and came into a lot of income. Due to that, the parties regularly help their family, especially my client. We will provide testimony today showing that my client has a separate property home in Gallen, Texas, that he has been paying for the mortgage and the utilities for a while by himself without any assistance. The parties have everything completely separated. Mr. Ogechi pays his bills. Miss Mose also pays her own bills. The parties don't have any joint bank accounts. We're based on our request for summary of requested relief. We're requesting that the parties be divorced based on insupportability. We're requesting that in terms of the financial accounts, each party keep their own. In terms of the separate property home, we're requesting that be confirmed as Mr. Ogechi's separate property income. We're also requesting that each party get to keep their own personal property. We're requesting that sorry. Oh. We're requesting that the parties also keep their death in their name. And then I know for the summary that we updated, it does ask that the parties split the income tax 50-50, but after conferring with my client, we'll just do that. Mr. Ogechi will pay for that federal income tax 100%. And then we're also asking that each side pay for their own attorney fees. And that's all I have, Judge.
Thank you. Counsel?
Your Honor, Esther Mose found out her husband had filed for divorce by discovering the papers in a kitchen drawer. Not from her husband, not from a process server, from a drawer in their own home where Hillary had hidden them. That tells you basically everything you need to know about how Mr. Ogechi operates. He hides things, he lies, and he assumes that no one will ever find out. This isn't even the first time he's done this. In 2019, Hillary filed for divorce from his
She's reading her opening statement, which is pretty good. At the beginning, she had that first, paragraph really down. It was a fucking mic drop, for sure. But now, she's reading it. Not ideal. Not ideal. Just my opinion.
first wife, Ana Paula da Silva. He swore under oath he couldn't find her. He obtained service by posting. He got a default judgment. Ms. da Silva didn't know she was divorced until 5 years later, when in the middle of this divorce, she tried to file for divorce herself in November of 2024. Same playbook, same lies, different wife, and hopefully a different result here. On January 22nd, 2024, Hillary filed his divorce petition. He never told Esther he had filed and instead sought service by posting, swearing under an oath that he had exercised due diligence but could not locate Esther. That was a lie. 17 days before signing that affidavit, Hillary stood next to Esther before a notary to sign HELOC papers. He called her on February 3rd, 4th, and the 9th. He texted her, "Happy Valentine's Day." He sent her $1,000 by Zelle the day after, swearing he couldn't find her. He knew it.
Is it Zelly? I thought it was Zelle. We don't have it here in Canada, but is it Zelle or Zelly?
Exactly where she was. He lied to this court so he could move money without her knowing. And move money he did. Days after Esther found those divorce papers in the drawer, Hillary transferred $143,500 to his sister for, in his own words, real estate. That's according to his bank statement, which is already in evidence. 2 weeks later, an Ohio property was deeded to his sister. That deed is also in evidence. Hillary pays the mortgage for that deed every month. Again, the bank statements reflecting that, also in evidence. This pattern, hide, lie, has defined Hillary's conduct in 2 marriages and 2 divorces. He hid the divorce, he hid the transfers, he hid the properties he is involved in purchasing in Ohio, and he failed to respond to discovery. He was sanctioned by this court just last week, ordered to pay $4,000 by yesterday, and to our knowledge, he hasn't paid that either. Your Honor, you asked what the issues are in this case. The issues are simple. It's the division of property in a way that is fair to our client who has been given very little information to go off of. Esther asked this court to hold Mr. Ogechi accountable. She seeks a finding of actual fraud, constructive fraud, and waste, a money judgment to reconstitute what he stole from her, and attorney's fees for all of the efforts made to discover evidence that Mr. Ogechi is required to produce in a divorce, but has failed to time and again. The documents which are in evidence tell the whole story. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay.
And thank you, Christopher Engelby, for the adult support. Oh, thank you. That warms my adult heart. I appreciate that. This is salacious. I have not listened to a single part of this today, but this is wild. We don't often hear allegations like that, and we don't often hear of divorces where they're actually asking for a finding of fraud. Not just one type, but all 3 types of fraud.
All right. Attorney Hadavagone, you may call your first witness.
Right. I want to go ahead and call my client, Judge.
Okay, give me 1 second. All right, you may proceed.
Right. What is your name?
Hillary Ogechi.
Okay. And let's see. What do you do for work?
I'm a registered nurse.
Okay. And how much do you make yearly?
It depends because I get different contracts, but I make between 120 to 180, just between 120,000 to 180,000, depending on which contract I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your wife's occupation?
She's also a registered nurse.
Okay. And to your knowledge, how much money does she make yearly?
I know she makes more than me because she told me she makes more than me. So she makes between 150 to
Objection calls for
180.
speculation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dana knows.
No
And
personal
then
knowledge.
I'll move on.
Yeah, because of the knowledge is
Mr.
looking at the
Mr.
bracket.
Mr.
Looking at-
Ogechi, when an objection is made, you have to stop speaking and wait for me to rule on that objection. Then once
Okay.
I rule, your attorney will be able to direct you on whether or not you continue answering the question or whether or not she's going to ask you the next question, okay?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, go ahead, counsel.
Okay. Let's see. What do you own a home?
I do.
Okay. Where's the house located?
I have a house in Garland, Texas, 4305 Enfield Drive, Garland, Texas, 75043.
Okay. And when did you purchase this house?
I purchased it June 2013.
Okay. And are you asking the court to order the home your separate property?
Objection, Your Honor. They
Yes.
never produced a deed for this property. We object to any testimony about when it was purchased. It doesn't meet the burden here. That's not the best evidence.
Okay, overrule. Continue.
Okay. At this home, when did you get married
I got married
to Esther?
March 2022.
Okay. And since the marriage, who pays the mortgage on the home in Garland?
I'm the only person who pays the mortgage.
Okay. And how much
100%.
is how much is the
Mor-
mortgage monthly?
Mortgage is 2,500 or something. I don't know overhead.
Okay. And how much of who pays the utilities in the home?
I pay all the utilities.
Okay. And during the marriage, has Esther ever paid either the mortgage or the utilities at that home?
No, she said she can't pay because she's not on the lease. I
Okay.
mean, on the mortgage.
Okay. And is anybody currently residing in the house right now?
My daughter goes there once in a while, but at the moment, because I haven't been able to pay the bills, it's not conditionable for anybody to live in at the moment. There's no
Okay.
electricity or water.
Okay. And did you try to place the home for sale during the marriage?
Yeah, I
Okay.
tried because I couldn't pay, and the bank had sanctioned that they're gonna foreclose their house. So I reached out to see if I can have a consent from Esther. We sell it, even if she can keep the proceedings until the case is, finalized, but through the court. But it didn't materialize, and they said, "Oh, take it off the market," and I had to take it off the market.
Okay. So just to clarify, did you have a conversation with your wife about placing getting assistance paying the mortgage on the home?
She adamantly refused that she cannot pay the mortgage because she's not on
Objection,
the
Your Honor,
deed.
non-responsive.
Sustain. The question was, just to clarify, did you have a conversation with your wife about placing or about paying to get assistance paying the mortgage on the home? That's a yes or a no.
No,
Okay. The next question, why not?
because previously she had refused
Okay.
that she
And then
cannot pay the mortgage unless her name is on the deed.
okay. And then did you have a conversation with her about placing the house on the market?
That actually, yes, I tried to get consent to waive, like they call it a waiver, so that I can have it.
And this is a
Because in the state of
document?
Texas,
Objection, Your Honor. If this document wasn't produced and now he's relying on it, that's against the order on the motion to compel.
Sustain.
This is what happens when you don't submit
All
your
right, let's talk about
documents.
your job briefly. How long have you worked as a nurse?
since 2006.
Okay. And let's see, where are you currently residing right now?
I have a contract in Ohio. I've been here for over a year.
Okay. And are you paying any bills in Ohio?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And then where else have you
Hey,
resided?
hey. 5 memberships and I missed them all walking away. God damn it. NPC, thank you so much. Amazing. Appreciate that so much. I can't believe that. But look at all those new members. Iowa Backyard Cam. I had dinner with her once. That's a true story. We did indeed. Check out her backyard critter cams. Some of the best in the business, ladies and gentlemen. Best in the business. Just like NPC. Best in the business around here. Gifting for you and me. Thank you, NPC. I had to get my Gatorade Zero berry. That's my flavor, baby. I love it. Okay.
As a travel nurse, which other states have you or cities have you resided?
Prior to Ohio, I was in New Hampshire for 1 year. Prior to New Hampshire, I was in Arizona for 6 months. And prior to Arizona, I was in I was in Texas, Houston, and then I had worked in Iowa. I'd worked in Florida. Yeah, I think those are the states I've traveled.
Thank you. And do you have any
You
storage
traveled-
units in any of those cities?
A lot.
No storage
Hi, Miss
units, but
Iowa.
a place to stay.
Okay.
When I was a travel nurse.
Okay. So
In
you
that
had a
particular
place
place.
to stay in New Hampshire.
Yes.
Okay. and made payments when you stayed there.
Yes.
Okay. And then let's briefly
I'm
talk
pretty
about the
sure if we
relationship.
do exclamation mark Iowa, there is an Iowa backyard critter cam command. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I made that up. I don't think I did. I think it might work. Anyways, lovely to see you. Glad to have you as a member. We love that so much. Maybe. Oh, yeah, I was right. I love it when I'm right. I love it when I'm right. Oh, and you're pink. That is an honor around here. Being pink in the chat, something you can't control. Or can you?
Given the nature of your jobs, how often during the marriage have you and Esther seen each other or spent time together?
Hold on 1 second, counsel. I forgot to say this at the beginning too. You all can choose to use your time how you want to.
Isn't that the truth? You all can choose how to use your time the way you want to. Mikey, you're always right. Courtney said it. She is the holder of truth. That's true. Oh my God. Wait, I had dinner with both of you. Oh, now that's getting weird. Nice to see you.
I just want you to be mindful that you're asking me to do certain things based on the relief that you file. So if you can ask him questions. However, the questions need to be guided towards what you want me to do according to your summary of relief. Unless you have a point to tie into where he works and how that's relevant, I just don't want you to waste time on things that are not going to assist the court with what it needs to do. Does that make sense?
That makes sense, Judge. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, briefly, can you tell the court what you believe led to the breakdown of the marriage?
The truth of the matter is, Esther is 50 years old. I'm 47 years old. We've been working as nurses for a while. And I said, okay, we need to do something that we can make money towards retirement. I said, okay, we tried, a couple of, venture, crypto didn't work. And I said, okay, real estate, is kind of a swap, thing, or at least something tangible. We can buy properties, rent them. We can, create equity through that, maybe have a cash flow. But she refused to invest with me and said that she don't believe that I'm a good investor because I've been unlucky from the ventures that I've been involved in, Damus Express, cryptocurrency. So, but I said, okay, if that is the case, you're not paying the bills, I'm paying the mortgage, but you live in a lavish lifestyle, traveling, flying first class. I said, the best thing to do is to get you off the marriage, but not breaking, from the paperwork point of it.
Okay.
That's what I wanted. We could stay together without the documentation of marriage because that comes with a lot of baggage in terms of doing anything, investing.
Oh,
or,
hold on, sir. Hold on. No. Did he just try and spin that like, oh, we can stay together. We can travel first class, baby. But let's not be married? It's a lot of work to be married. Is that what he's saying? I'm pretty sure that's what he's saying. Courtney.
The bills, I'm paying the mortgage, but you live in a lavish lifestyle, traveling, flying first class. I said, the best thing to do is to get you off the marriage, but not breaking, from the paperwork point of it.
Okay.
That's what I wanted. we could stay together without the documentation of marriage because that comes with a lot of baggage in terms of doing anything, investing, or moving forward. That's the rationale of me
That's the
divorcing with her. Nothing
rationale?
else. That's the
Okay.
truth of the matter.
How do you pitch
Okay.
that after you're already
Let's
married?
talk about your job real quick. How often do you work? How many days a week do you work?
I work 4 days a week, 4 days, 12-hour shifts.
Okay. And let's see. Would okay. And then what do you do after work to unwind?
I go.
Shut up! Thank God. A little moment for us in the chat. Let's go ahead. And guess, what does he do to unwind? What do you do to unwind? Put both in. What do you think he does and what do you do? Is he out there huffing signal horns? No, I didn't freeze. I'm talking, Vicky. Is he out there huffing? I bet that, Courtney. Play video games. I think that he hangs out at a gas station, judging people on how much nacho sauce they eat. That's my guess. That really gets him unwound.
Go out with my friend. I drink, alcohol, but not excessively. You know, on my day off, I can have a drink, go out, eat with my friends, or study.
Okay.
Study? Why
Okay.
didn't you lead with study, bro? You led with
And
booze.
during the marriage or now as you're working, have you purchased any actually, let me rephrase that question. How many vehicles do you have?
I have 2 vehicles at the moment.
Okay. And what are they?
I have a Hyundai Tucson
Mhm.
that I
I used to
drive.
drive that.
I have a Toyota Camry that I bought for my daughter.
Okay. And have you purchased any other cars, boats, or anything like that?
No, I had bought another car, but they knocked the engine, so I don't
It's
have
a
it. I
boat,
return
but
it.
it's a shitty boat. It's a very bad boat. You know what, sir? That's an even worse kind of boat to own. A broken shit boat. Oh my god, he replied to none of the fucking discovery requests. I find it so funny, but no wonder why. He's like, well, the house you can't live in, and the boat's broken.
Okay. And outside of spending your money after work, and what else do you spend your money on?
Bills. I pay my bills. I used to pay my mortgage, pay bills.
Objection, Your
I
Honor.
have
Relies
I
on
have my
bank
daughter.
statements and he hasn't provided them since January of
I
20.
have
Hold on, Mr. Ogechi. Hold on 1 second. Let me go back to the question. You spending your money at work. What else do you do with your bills? I pay bills. Okay, overruled.
I pay bills.
The answer was I pay bills. We didn't get anything else beyond what he said. Okay, counsel, you may ask your next question.
Okay. Do you believe you have a gambling problem?
no.
Okay. Do you
And
think
Creed
that Esther
agrees.
has a gambling problem?
Yes,
She has a gambling problem?
because
What? Oh my god! I pay bills too. Not to the casino.
she has paid me multiple times. Before we started traveling, we could go from Dallas to
Objection, Your Honor,
Oklahoma.
non-responsive.
Sustain.
Do you own any businesses?
At the moment, I don't own anything.
Okay. Do you own any property in Kenya?
I don't. I own a piece of land.
That's property.
Okay, when was that purchased?
This was purchased 20, I think it's 20,
Objection, Your Honor, lacks
I don't
personal
remember.
knowledge.
I didn't get your objection, counsel.
Oh, sorry. Objection to lacking personal knowledge. He started his response by saying, I think.
Sustain.
Was it prior to the marriage?
Yes.
Okay. Regarding the finances of the home, can you briefly tell the court how you guys split the finances? Do you have conversations about who pays for what, or how do you handle the finances in the marriage?
The finances, because each of us stay in different states, we have our own bills. And Esther had, Esther had adamantly refused to pay the bills and mortgage the property in Texas, so I was taking care of that. She could claim that she has a car note. She has two very expensive cars, and she had a lot of a credit card. So she was saying that, oh, I have to pay my credit cards and to pay the car note.
Okay.
And that's how
Do you-
our finance was divided.
Okay. Do you guys ask each other for permission whenever you spend money?
No, she says she makes her own money. She spends the way she spends. I make my own money. I spend my own money. We never had any joint account. We never had any agreement like how we spend our money. Each of us was spending.
Objection, Your Honor, non-responsive at this point.
Sustain.
Does Esther ask you for any money? I mean, does Esther ask you for permission to whenever she spends money?
Nope.
Objection, vague, confusing. When is she asking? Does she, is she saying, does she currently ask for money, or what is the question?
I can
Sustain
rephrase.
vague, sustain vague as to time. Counsel, you may re-ask the question with the
Okay.
time frame.
So during the marriage, when you guys were actively together, did Esther ever ask you for permission whenever she spent money?
No.
Okay. To your knowledge, did Esther ever send money to her family in the States or her family back home?
Yeah, she sends all the time.
Okay. And with any of those, at any of those times, did she ever ask you for permission or let you know that that's what she was doing?
No.
Okay. And and you don't do the same, correct?
Yeah, it's a normal thing. We don't ask, and she does her thing. I do my thing.
Okay. Do you currently own any businesses with your sister?
No, not currently. I opened a company together with my sister, but I could not be able to come with the finances, so I had to draw from the company.
What was the name of the company?
It's Mimo Realtor LLC.
Okay. And is the company still an active LLC?
My sister still owns the company.
Okay. And okay. Okay, through everything that we've talked about, is there anything that you would like the court to consider briefly?
Yes. Since we got married, each of us make our own money. She makes more money than I do. I have my family. I have 3 kids that I take care of. One of my youngest daughter, she has a chronic illness that she,
Objection,
she
Your
needs
Honor. This is
medication
the
all the time.
first time we're hearing about the chronic illness. His lack of response to disclosures is problematic here, and we object to this testimony.
Okay, counsel, what's the legal objection?
I think I'm more objecting just based on the rules of discovery. I guess there's no legal objection per se. It's new evidence. I mean, I don't know if it's evidence, but it's testimony that we had no idea he would be making today because he did not respond to the disclosures. He did, this is the first time we're hearing about a chronic illness.
Okay, sustain as to outside the scope. Go ahead.
Yeah, so
No, your attorney.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see.
Uh,
Okay,
let's
and
see.
you heard me talk about your requested relief. Is that what you're asking the court for today?
Yes,
Okay. You're asking that the divorce be granted based on insupportability?
yes,
Okay. And you're asking the court to confirm your separate property home?
yes. My land in Kenya, my house in Dallas that I've worked so hard. Me and my daughter, Stephanie, she could help me sometimes pay the bills.
Okay. All right. I
Hold
pass the
on.
witness, Judge.
Why do you need help paying the bills if you're making $120,000 to $180,000 a year? I'm being really serious. That was his own testimony of how much money he's making, and he's been an RN since 2006.
Right? See,
Mr. Ogechi, you filed for divorce on January 22nd, 2024, correct?
Yes,
And you didn't tell Esther when you did that, did you?
no.
And I'm gonna share my screen now.
go ahead.
I'm a bit trepidatious about
Don't
that.
know if I'm sharing what I need to be sharing.
You're sharing. Counsel, I stopped your time really quick. We received, I wanted the record to reflect that we did receive a jump drive from your office. However, it's saying that the jump drive is corrupted. So it won't allow me to open anything.
Okay. Oh goodness, we're never gonna.
I'm going to have Joey try it on her computer. Maybe it's
Okay.
just my computer.
Okay.
Jump
Okay.
drive, which I think there's a
But
like a
one
USB
second,
stick.
we're gonna try it.
Joey, put it on your computer, please. Joey.
When it pops up, it mentions something about encryption.
It's encrypted. That's not corrupted. Bill Ray. Imagine that. Something from a lawyer. That's
What did you
corrupted.
press? Maybe it's my computer then. Oh. You know what? Let me try it down here.
Okay.
God,
She
where
said
did
it worked on hers.
Where did you plug
Okay.
it in, Judge?
Okay, we're gonna open up.
Blame Elon.
Excellent.
I'm eating my
go down here.
candy right now, which is dried mangoes.
Ethan.
E-Fang. Okay, there it is.
Mango cheese, apparently. Say
Oh.
cheese.
Thank you for passing.
Yeah, it was doing something really weird. I guess Joey has the magic touch.
Thank
Okay.
you, Joey. I'm glad we finally got him to you. I'm sorry, we should have just brought a binder or something at this point. I feel
No,
like
please don't.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you may proceed.
Okay. Mr. Ogechi, you didn't tell Esther when you filed for divorce, did you?
The time the day I was filing divorce,
Objection, Your Honor, non-responsive.
Sustained. Sir, the question was, you didn't tell Esther when you filed for divorce, did you? That's a yes or no.
no.
And on February 19th, you signed this declaration, this affidavit, didn't you?
Yes,
And in this affidavit, you state that you have exercised due diligence to locate the whereabouts of Esther, but you've been unable to do so, correct?
yes.
This isn't your first time filing an affidavit like this, is it, Mr. Ogechi?
Objection, Judge Relevance.
I don't know what that means.
Overrule.
You previously filed an affidavit almost identical to this one when you divorced your wife, Anna, in 2019, didn't you?
Anna's case and Esther's case are different cases.
Objection, Your Honor, non-responsive.
Sustained.
Mr. Ogechi, I'm going to show you what's been marked as Exhibit W8B and admitted into evidence. The date on this affidavit is February 13th, 2019, correct?
Yes,
And you state here, petitioner has exercised due diligence to locate the whereabouts of the party and has been unable to do so, right?
yes, I did that. Yes, and I tried to locate
Objection,
her, I
Your
could
Honor,
not.
non-responsive after yes.
Sustain.
And going back to the affidavit for posting you signed in this case, you swore under oath you couldn't locate Esther, correct?
What do you mean?
I think the question was clear, Mr. Ogechi. You swore under oath that you couldn't locate Esther's whereabouts, correct?
At that moment, I could not.
Objection, Your Honor, non-responsive. Is that a yes or no, Mr. Ogechi?
Oh, hold on 1 second.
Sure.
Overrule, he answered it. He said at that moment, I could not.
Okay. But 17 days earlier, on February 2nd, 2024, you stood next to Esther right by a notary, correct?
Yes,
And actually, moving down, your signature is right here. You guys both were together in person when you signed the HELOC document, correct?
yes,
And that was February 2nd. So, and at that point, you'd already filed for divorce, hadn't you, Mr. Ogechi?
yes.
So why didn't you let Esther know?
I forgot because we met briefly, and I
Uh, what? You forgot about getting divorced without being able to find her. Of course. And then she pops back up into your life and you think, whoops. Whoops. I won't mention it. What? This guy is full of it.
yes,
So why didn't you let Esther know?
I forgot because we met briefly, and I could tell her, but I forgot.
You also drove to the airport following that visit by Esther, correct?
No,
You didn't drive to the airport together following this visit by Esther
no,
to Dallas?
no.
Okay. And following this, you had several phone calls with Esther between this February 2nd and February 19th when you signed this, correct?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? I'm pulling up Exhibit 8F. This is your phone number, correct, Mr. Ogechi?
Yes,
You called Esther on February 3rd, you called her on February 4th, and you called her again on February 9th, correct?
yes.
You never asked Esther where she was, did you?
I don't remember the conversation.
And uh and Esther ultimately found out you had filed for divorce, correct?
Yes,
And after she found out, you all exchanged some WhatsApp messages, is that right?
yes,
And in those exchanges, you told her that you were going to place the Garland home up for rental, correct?
yes,
And you told her that you plan to buy another property to add to the portfolio. Did you say that?
together.
You plan to buy it with Esther?
Yes,
Okay. And you warn Esther that you're activating your lawyers and that she doesn't know what she's doing, correct?
that is ambiguous statement.
Did you state that, Mr. Ogechi?
I say that, but the meaning is very ambiguous.
Oh, okay. And then moving down, Esther says to you, you already did behind my back. And then you say to her, You were not meant to see that paperwork. Why was she not meant to see it, Mr. Ogechi?
because I meant to show it to her myself.
You
But
managed to show her the paperwork, or did Esther discover them in the drawers at your house?
I was meant to show it to her at the right time and explain to her.
Okay, but by this time, this was late May of 2024, correct?
Yes,
And at this point, you were asking the court, this court, Judge Jean Lee, to order a default divorce, weren't you?
I don't remember the time frame.
I'm pulling up what's been marked as W8P and admitted into evidence. Maybe I am. This is an email from you to Esther, and underneath it, there's a man named Sanad Amari. Sanad Amari is a lender, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He works with Nextdoor Lending.
Yeah,
And he helped Mimo Realtor buy a property in Ohio, didn't he?
he was the one was
Yes or
helping.
no, Mr. Ogechi?
He did not help me, but initially he was trying to help me when I was actively looking for the house to buy. But since I did not have the money, I had to pay, to drop off from the company.
And this is the email from your prior counsel asking Judge Lee to set this Zoom default posting prove up, correct?
Yes,
So you were just informing your lender that you were about to be divorced.
yes,
So you were in fact not planning to buy a property with Miss Mose, were you?
because she refused. Yes, after she refused to to buy to bring money, the only thing to do is to buy on my own.
And then we're moving further down the timeline. On May 28th, you sent your sister $140,000, correct?
Yes,
And on May 24th, the same date that we filed an answer in this case, you made a Zelly payment to her for $3,500, correct?
yes.
And this warranty deed marked W8R. What is the date on this deed? Is it June 14th, 2024?
Yes,
And does it indicate the amount by which your sister bought this property in Ohio?
yes,
$175,000, correct?
yes.
140,000 of which, or at least 143,000 of which was paid for by you, isn't that right?
That was the money I renovated the house.
And
And the money that my sister owed me. I already sent you the
objection, Your Honor, non-responsive.
Sustain.
Hillary, the unit that comes up at that address, it's a 4 to 6 unit apartment complex, correct?
yes,
And as you're discussing things with Esther after she purchases or after she finds the divorce papers, you state to her, I've got these 4 units in the apartment, correct?
yes.
Are you representing to the court that
I
these are 2
found
separate
I
properties?
said I found the 4 units that we could buy.
And Mr. Ogechi, I'm gonna pull up some discovery now that we served on you. These are requests for admissions that we served, and it's been admitted as W12. In RFA 67, we asked that for you to admit that you and your sister established Mimo Realtor LLC on February 7th, 2024, correct?
Yes,
And that is just 5 days after you and Miss Mose signed that HELOC document, correct?
that's coincidence.
And that's just 5 days after you received funds as a result of signing that agreement, correct?
Coincident.
And
Well, hold on one second. We didn't catch your response, Mr. Ogechi.
It was by coincidence that happened at that time.
That's correct. Okay, thank you.
okay. But we say admit that you established this on February 7th, and you say deny. Are you denying that here today in front of the court?
I'm saying it's coincidence.
But that is not what the request for admission asked. All it asked you, Mr. Ogechi, is whether you and your sister established Nemo Realtor on February 7th, 2024. You replied, deny. Are you still denying that here today?
I don't remember I said deny.
Okay. And moving down now to RFA 60. Admit that you are making monthly payments for a loan on the property located at 2904 117th Street, Cleveland, Ohio, 44120.
I
You
did
deny
remember.
that, correct?
I'm not denying it. Okay, I've made payments, but it's my sister's property. Remember, I owe my sister. So
So you're
she
using
requested.
community funds to pay
No, that's
your
no
sister's
community fund.
property.
It's my sister's money that I owe her. Why are you selectively omitting the stuff that I owe?
Objection, Your Honor, non-responsive.
Sustained. Mr. Ogechi, wait for the next question.
And so you deny making monthly payments for a loan here, correct?
I paid my sister the money I owe.
Well, it doesn't look like you're paying your sister the money
I'm paying my
owed her.
sister's loan.
This is Exhibit W8U. It shows a payment to Michigan Mutual for $14.72 on August 6, 2024.
On behalf of my sister, I owe her. I
Okay.
owe my sister. I'm paying on behalf of her, which she deducted from the money I owe her. It's simple.
Okay. And you continue to make these mortgage payments because you owed your sister?
Yes, I only
Mr.
made like
Ogechi.
maybe four payments, and that was it.
Mr. Ogechi, did you produce any documents showing that your sister had paid for something for which you owed her?
My sister borrowed me. I already sent you these documents. My sister rendered me $60,000, of
Mr.
which I
Ogechi,
vested.
Mr. Ogechi, hold on. Let me read the question back to you. Mr. Ogechi, did you produce any documents showing your sister had paid for something for which you owed her? That's the question. Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Counsel, you may ask your next question.
Okay. And we served another set of discovery requests to you in December of 2025, correct?
Yes.
And I'm going to pull those up. Sorry, give me a second. Judge, is there any way to get a time check?
Oh,
Sure.
please.
You have 11 minutes and 37 seconds.
Okay.
Attorney Hadavagone, you have 13 minutes and 4 seconds.
Hillary, in December 2025, we asked you to state the specific purpose of each of the following payments made by you or Nemo Realtor, your company, since January 1st, 2024. You state in response to each one, I do not know. $650 to Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones is an inspector in Ohio, isn't he, Mr. Ogechi?
I'm not aware.
$1,000 to BLM Title Services. Are you telling the court you have no idea what you paid title services for?
Oh, for the title company, yeah. I do have my sister. I've done a lot of research. I have some knowledge in real estate. So my sister is
Objection,
using
Your
me.
Honor, non-responsive at this point.
Sustain.
$1,472.87 to Michigan Mutual. Again, I do not know. But today, all of a sudden, you do know, don't you, Mr. Ogechi?
Now that I'm looking at it, I just remembered all these questions you're asking me. I don't remember these things.
Mr. Ogechi, you were ordered to produce bank statements in this case, correct?
Yes,
But the last bank statements we have from you are from January of 2025. Isn't that right?
yes,
That's over a year ago.
yes.
And I do want to point your attention right now to, sorry, let me bring it up. Sorry, Judge.
Don't apologize to her. Apologize to me and
Oh, you're
everybody else
fine.
here. No, this is Texas, but he owns a property in Ohio.
My computer is being very slow.
Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it,
Thank you.
stud. I'm really sad. I was gonna make bread today.
You've testified a
Getting
few
into
times,
the
Mr.
brag.
Ogechi, that you are no longer part of Mimo Realtor LLC, correct?
Correct.
And this certificate of amendment, it was filed on February 10th, 2025. Isn't that right?
Yes,
And that was just a few days after Mimo Realtor at your marital residence purchased a property in Ohio, correct?
yes.
And you never told Esther about any of this, did you?
Esther refused to join the business. So she have no reason to tell her. Remember, we don't tell each other anything. We don't ask each other anything.
Do you
We
realize
forgot.
it's against the standing orders to purchase property while a divorce is pending?
Remember, the property I did not buy it.
Objection, Your Honor, non-responsive.
Sustain.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right. Redirect.
Right. So let's briefly talk about the bank statements for 2025 that council mentioned. Do you still have access to those bank accounts?
The bank accounts were closed. I didn't work. I didn't have money, so it was overdraft. They closed the bank accounts. I can't access them.
Okay. And how much money do you owe your sister?
At the moment, I owe her around 20, maybe 24,000 remaining.
And initially, when she loaned you that money, how much was it and what was it for?
It was $60,000 that I had ventured into Dam Express and some other money for cryptocurrency.
Okay. Okay. So she loaned you money for that and not to necessarily.
Yeah, she loaned the money. She loaned me the money. She sold the land in Nairobi.
Hi, ahoy, Donald, ahoy, hoy. Judge, tell
I'll
her to stop
pass the
sharing
witness,
her
Judge.
screen.
Okay. Anything further for this witness?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Counsel, you may call your next witness.
All right. I'll go ahead and call Esther. Is it Mose or Mose?
Mose.
Mose. Okay. Mose. Okay. Thank you. Okay. And can I get a
Hi,
time
Jake.
check? Time
Can
check,
they-
Judge?
Yes, you have 11 minutes and 54 seconds.
Okay.
Counsel, you have 7 minutes and 59 seconds, and I'm about to stop sharing your screen.
Oh, sure. Sorry.
No problem.
Okay.
Counsel, you may proceed.
All right. Thank you,
Thank
Judge.
you.
Ms. Mose, where do you work currently?
Currently, I work in New York. I work both upstate New York and New York City.
Okay. And how long have you been working as a nurse?
11 years.
Okay. And how much would you say you make in a year?
So it depends from contract to contract. If I don't get a vacation at all, I don't take a vacation, I work contract after contract, and I don't take a break, I may make between 140 to 150 or 160,
Okay,
just about that.
okay. And how many days a week do you work?
I work somewhere between it could be 6 days or 7 days, or sometimes I work 4. So it depends on how many contracts I'm working at a particular time.
Okay, and how many hours do you work for, like in a shift?
It's a 12-hour shift.
What was that?
12.
12 hours, okay. Do you have a, actually, hold on. Okay, and you don't pay any of the household bills at the Infold address, do you?
I think that's very general. Like, I've made big purchases for the house, so there's no way you can say I don't pay bills. I
Okay,
made big purchases for the
Object-
house, and
objection
I
on
paid
response of
bills
judge.
for things like,
Same. Ma'am, you have to wait until she asks the next question. Bless you.
All right, let me be specific. You don't pay the mortgage for the Infold address, correct?
correct,
You don't pay the utilities for that address, correct?
correct.
Okay. Do you pay like rent or anything where you're currently residing right now?
I don't have a permanent residency because I move around a lot. So wherever I move to, I have to pay accommodation.
Okay. And okay. Let's see. And would it be a fair assessment to say, that your job is a hard job? Is that a fair assessment?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you do to unwind after work?
I sleep.
You sleep? Okay. You don't have any
Yes.
hobbies?
I watch TV.
Okay. Okay, with watching TV, do you pay for Wi-Fi?
Because currently I don't reside in my permanent residence, mostly the owners of the house pays for Wi-Fi. Of course, I pay
Okay,
as
so
part
you
of
pay.
the accommodation.
Okay, okay. Do you travel extensively?
Define extensive.
Okay, do you travel?
Just wherever there's a need. Just by the fact that I'm a traveling nurse means that I travel.
Okay, I'm talking about vacation travel, like not work. Do you travel for fun? Do you take trips?
Occasionally.
Okay. What's occasionally? How many times a year do you take trips?
Once or twice.
Okay. And then
None
these
the
trips are
last 2
usually
years.
okay. And these trips are usually to different countries?
Could be to my home country or somewhere else.
Okay. And whenever you fly, do you fly first class?
Depends on. I occasionally do fly first class if I'm because I'm a travel nurse. I have a lot of points. I can be upgraded to first class because of.
And you pay your daughter's tuition in New York, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Is that true that your daughter's tuition per semester is about $50,000 a semester?
Yes, and she's graduated, so now I'm not paying it.
Okay. Do you assist your family back home financially?
Queen.
Occasionally.
Okay. Do you ask, so you send the money?
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor.
Is-
I'm missing the relevance here. Objection
Okay.
based on relevance.
Sustain.
Okay. Do you ask your husband for permission whenever you send your family money?
Whenever I could send money home, I could ask him.
Did you ask him every single time you spent money?
Yes, when we were together, I could ask him every single time.
Okay.
But
And
since he filed for divorce, he blocked me. I have no way to ask him. But if there's a medical emergency, I could send money home.
okay. Okay. Okay, so you're asking for reimbursement and waste and fraud, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Did Mr. Ogechi purchase any fancy vehicles, any fast vehicles, any boats, any designer clothes? Did he take any trips during the marriage or when you guys were separated?
Mr. Ogechi rarely ever told me anything. He always hid things from me. So all I
Objection
can perceive,
unresponsive, Judge.
Sustain.
Okay. Let's see. Besides using his funds to financially support his family, or go to the hookah lounges or bars, what else are you alleging that Mr. Ogechi is using his money?
he sent a lot of money to
Objection,
third
facts not
party.
in evidence. Did anybody say hookah? Assumes facts not in evidence. The lawyer can't introduce this. I guess she could. Does he go to hookah lounges? But she's sort of implying that she said it.
Third parties are most of the people to whom I don't know.
Okay. And you don't, you have a bank account, correct?
Yes,
You have a debit card, correct?
yes,
Do you eat out?
occasionally.
Okay. You don't ask your husband for permission whenever you're using your card, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay. So why are you essentially asking him, or why are you saying that he didn't ask you for permission and you're asking for reimbursements?
Objection, Your Honor, confusing.
I can rephrase it.
Sustain, rephrase.
Okay. So we've already established that let me think about this. Okay. So we have an Excel spreadsheet detailing what you believe is waste of community assets, correct?
Yes,
Okay, and this is gambling, bars, hookah lounges, correct?
yes.
Okay, so over the space of I guess from 2023 or 2022 to 2025, based on your own spreadsheet, let's say, for example, so that's so for 3 years, Mr. Ogechi spent about $26,000 at hookah lounges, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and
Objection, Your Honor. It seems confusing that she's referring to a document that we're not even looking at.
I don't see the exhibit, so I really can't tell what you're.
Hold on 1 second.
I could share my screen.
Hold on 1 second. I believe she said based on your spreadsheet. Which spreadsheet are you referring to? The one that's in evidence?
So W6A, the one that shows the wife summary of fraud and waste.
Okay. So that's the document she's referring to.
Okay.
Did you want to share your screen?
I can.
Okay. I think that'll be easier.
Okay. Oh, okay, let me.
Yeah, that's probably a hooker lounge, right? At that level, what kind of hookah stuff are you hooking?
Okay. Oh no. Oh,
The Hookah Hut Lounge, Elite Hookahs, Elite
Oh.
Creations, Rodeo Bar.
wait, I don't think I'll share
Well,
my
that
screen.
sounds like a hooker lounge if I ever heard of it.
I'll move on, Judge.
Oh,
Okay.
well then I'll have to go back, ma'am. You see, I would have let it go, but then you're not gonna. So let me check it out here. We've got the Rodeo Bar, Elite Creations, Elite Hookahs, Hookah Hut Lounge, Hookah Hut Lounge, Hookah Hut Lounge, Uber, Holiday Inn Express, ladies and gentlemen, laying out the big bucks, Uber. So he Ubered to a fucking hotel with some girl he met at the hookah hut, or perhaps he met her at the ladies' lounge hookah, and Elite Creations with a Z, mind you. Whoa, hold on. Elite Creations with an S, and then Elite Creations with a Z? Is that just a spelling error? Elite Hookahs, FYAH Hookahs, Tina She. What the fuck is that? Daiichi Entertainment After Hours Club. all these sports bar, all these nuts sports bar. Is that what we're really hearing? And I'm not even sure. Wow. And yes, Jake, my name is Paisley, also known as KCC. Welcome to the chat. We have fun watching court around here, but I like to talk a lot, so just be warned.
No. Oh. No. No. Oh. No. Hey, I don't think I was sharing the correct one. I'll move on, Judge.
Okay.
I shared the wrong one.
That was the wrong one? What was that? What was
Okay.
that?
Do you
That was
believe
the
that
wrong one.
anything that you do outside of work, do you believe that that constitute as wasting community funds?
That's a generalized question. Is
Objection unresponsive, Judge.
Sustain.
So your expenditures, regardless of what they are, watching TV, eating out, groceries, you don't believe that your expenditures are a waste of community assets, do you?
no,
Do you gamble?
occasionally.
Okay, and you don't consider your expenditures gambling as a waste on the community assets?
Objection, vague, confusing.
Okay, when you go to gamble, when you're
What-
gambling,
Do you consider your expenses of gambling as a waste of the community assets?
My
Calls
prize
for
are
legal conclusion.
my prize in the house.
How is that relevant?
so just to show, that I guess to bring up that both parties have been using their funds that they work for what they want to after work.
Objection, Your
But
Honor.
I can
We
move
don't-
on, Judge.
We don't think she brings any claims. I mean, as far as we're aware, they're not asking for a finding of waste by Mr.
Yeah,
Ms.
I was
Mosley.
going to say, I reviewed your petition, your
Yeah.
client's petition that's on file. There are no claims. The only
Correct.
thing that is very, it just says you all believe you will come to an agreement. And if you can't, you ask the court to do a just and right division. So I don't see how that would be within the scope of the questions that you would be asking her if you're not bringing any claims.
Yeah, I guess that's the point, that we are not bringing any claims, but she is when, yeah, I mean, I don't want to testify, but that's
Okay,
essentially what I'm going for.
okay,
But I
so,
can move on.
okay, go ahead.
Okay. You don't have any shared accounts with Mr. Ogechi, do you?
No,
Okay.
I think I want to make cinnamon twists. Like cinnamon twists?
I'll pass the witness, Judge.
Okay.
Ms. Mose, I'm pulling up what's been admitted into evidence as Exhibit W1. Is this a summary of your requested relief that you're asking the court to grant you here today? Oh, sorry. Maybe you're not seeing the screen. Try that again.
She wasn't. We weren't.
Okay. Is this your summary of requested relief?
yes,
And you're asking here for a disproportionate share of the community estate based on Exhibit A1, which is the property division you're asking the court to order here, correct?
yes.
And why are you asking for a disproportionate share?
I'm asking for the share because Hillary has committed fraud and has been financially abusive to me. First, he filed for divorce behind my back and tried to convince the court to make a default judgment against me, claiming that he could not find me. He
Okay.
then convinced me to sign for a HELOC loan on our marital home. And then after he got the money, he told me that he didn't get the money.
And
a
Ms.
few days.
Mose, I'm going to interrupt you real quick. If you're reading from any notes you may have, I'm going to ask you to stop because I just want you to talk to the judge and tell her what you want. Okay. So it looks like you're kind of looking down and looking at maybe some notes you have. I don't want you to do that. Okay. But if I understood your testimony correct, you're asking for this because of the fraud and waste committed by your husband, correct?
Yes,
Okay. And as part of your requested relief, you're asking the court to order the sale of the marital residence. Is that right?
yes,
And are you asking for the court to also allow you to manage the sale of the marital residence?
yes.
And why do you think it's important you manage the sale?
Because I really don't believe that Hillary is capable of following any orders at all. Just recently was ordered to pay attorney fees to the court, but yesterday he did not do it. I've never known him to follow rules, and I need all the help I need from the court to get anything that is judged against him.
Okay, and then let me ask you, as far as the marital residence go, did Mr. Ogechi actually post this for sale without any consultation from you?
Yes,
And is this when he posted it? Is this the Trulia post you discovered?
yes.
And how did you come to discover he had posted it for sale on July 2nd, 2025?
So his attorney did get in touch with us and told us that he needs to sell. He was going to sell the property, but when I looked it online, it already been posted 10 days prior to the
Okay. And you're also
notification.
asking the court in your requested relief. Sorry, I'm trying to get to it. You're also asking the court in your requested relief to order attorney's fees, aren't you?
Yes.
And why do you think it's important you receive fees here?
I believe it's important because a lot of the attorney's fees were racked up because he was actively trying to hide property. So it took a long time to be able to research and find it and and just have an idea of what's going on.
And you were also asking for authority to enforce a money judgment if the court awards you a money judgment here, correct?
Yes.
And why do you feel as if you need help with enforcement?
I just need I think it's necessary for me to get the need help, but just as I said before, the Hillary does not follow any rules at all.
Okay.
He does things just to hide things.
And
So
moving down, okay. And moving down to A1 right now, is this the proposed property division you're asking the court to order?
yes,
And this awards the marital residence to Hillary along with the mortgage and the home equity loan that he's been paying, correct?
yes,
But you are asking the court to allow you to manage the sale, right?
yes,
And looking now at W2A, and I've scrolled down, this is your inventory, the supporting documents to your inventory. Is this the certificate of the title for the car you're asking the court to award you as your separate property?
yes.
And what is the date on this document, the date of the title?
2019.
And that was
July.
prior to your marriage to Mr. Ogechi?
Yes,
And scrolling down further, this appears to be a document produced by Mr. Ogechi showing a balance of $91,000 and $91,278 in taxes. This was for the billing period ending in 2021, correct?
yes,
And so you believe these taxes are Mr. Ogechi's separate liability, correct?
yes,
Okay. I'm showing you now what's been marked as W6. Do these amounts up here show the amounts you're asking the court to reconstitute the estate by?
yes,
And the waste, opposing counsel reference to these, but there are several entries related to waste. We can look at one, for example.
You have 2 minutes.
Okay, April 11th, 2023. As you look through Mr. Ogechi's bank statements, did you see patterns like this often, more than $1,000 spent at a restaurant?
I saw them when we got the statements on the discovery.
Okay. And did you have any knowledge of any of this type of expenditure?
No,
And moving now to after the divorce was filed, February 13th, he spends $983 at a restaurant, correct?
yes,
And then goes to a Lipstick Men's Club
yes,
and stays at a hotel in March, correct?
yes.
Are these charges you saw on his bank statements, do those support your request that the court find Mr. Ogechi committed adultery here?
Yes.
Anything else support that ask? Is there anything else that Mr. Ogechi revealed to you that made you think he may have been cheating on you during your marriage?
Yeah, there are some payments that he made to some people, like we have him making some money payments to a lady known as Anna. It's a lady he constantly referred to in our marriage, and he
Okay.
could threaten me that he send her money or something.
Repeat that.
You have to repeat all of it. You
Oh.
said too fast.
Slow down, Esther, if you can, just slow down a little bit.
Yes, there are frequent payments of money to third parties, and in particular to a lady known as Hannah. I believe she was having a relationship with. There was also some payments of money transfers that he made to Kenya through various apps, and a lot of money he spent on gambling.
And is
And
this
all this I was able to determine.
50,000 total here? That includes an estimate for 2025. Why were you required to put an estimate in there for 2025?
Because he was unable to produce any statements for 2025.
So did you base this number just based on what he had spent in 2024?
Yes,
Okay. And you mentioned payments to a woman by the name of Anna. Is that Ann Kibbitt who's reflected here?
yes,
And moving now further down, do you also see transfers to crypto accounts? Were you aware of those?
no,
Were you aware of any of these expenditures, or had Mr. Ogechi ever asked for your consent to them?
no,
Okay. And this summary of the fraud and transfer of community funds, does this reflect your concerns throughout your divorce?
yes,
And these exhibits referred to herein, these have all been admitted into evidence, correct, Ms. Mose?
yes,
Do you believe that Mr. Ogechi continues to lie to the court here today?
yes,
And are you asking the court for help to make you whole?
yes.
If you had anything left to say to the court today, what would that be?
I could just say that I don't believe that Hillary is capable of following any rules. He makes his own rules. And I also believe that he lies. He
Ma'am,
committed adultery.
you just ran out of time.
Okay. Judge Bailey, can I just, on attorney's fees, I'm just going to refer to the exhibits that have already been admitted, my summary.
Sure. I have a couple of questions for your client. Ma'am, are you, well, it would actually be Attorney Hatavagone.
Yes.
It will actually be your client because your client is the petitioner in this case. I didn't hear any testimony that would allow me to grant the divorce today. So I need you to bring that
Oh,
through
yes,
your
testimony.
client.
You're right.
Mhm.
Okay, I can do that.
Have you lived
And can I get a
in the
time check, Judge?
county?
You have 3 minutes and 38 seconds left.
Okay.
You gotta get it in under the wire. Oh, I'm so hungry. Oh my god. I just want to eat food that I don't cook tonight.
And it's just those basic questions, so it shouldn't take 3 minutes.
Hillary,
Yes.
let's see. Is Texas have you resided in Texas for the past 6 months? Oh, I guess. Or do you have a residence or home in Texas?
I
Not
do.
counting your job.
I do.
Okay. And you have resided in Dallas for at least 90 days?
Yes.
Okay. And has your marriage to Esther Mose become insupportable?
Yes. Financial.
Is there any reasonable expectation for reconciliation?
No.
Okay. Were any children born or adopted during the marriage?
No.
Okay. Have either, to your knowledge, are either of you in any bankruptcy proceedings?
No.
Okay. Are you asking the court to grant the divorce
Yes.
based on the grounds of insupportability? Okay. That's all I have, Judge.
Okay, ma'am, sir, is your wife, to your knowledge, expecting a child at this time? Mr. Ogechi?
Long pause.
I think you're on mute. You're on mute. Oh, you got muted again.
Hold on,
Oh,
there we go.
okay.
There you go.
Okay. No, she's not expecting any child that I
Okay.
know of.
All right, so thank you, counsel. So the court is going to take this under advisement after looking at all of the exhibits. And I will get you all a ruling out if not today, you'll get it within 48 hours. And the court does grant the divorce today on the grounds of insupportability.
Okay.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Your
Thank you,
Honor.
Judge.
You're welcome.
Damn it. I wish we could see the end. Oh my god. You guys, we have hit almost 2 hours. I have so many things to do. My entire day was erased. And now I have a billion things to do. Wish me luck. Send me good vibes, ladies and gentlemen. I need them. I really do. I appreciate you guys being here. Do me a favor. In the meantime, remember that I love you and I'm proud of you. And I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye. Bye.